What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the D-Man channel. Thank you guys for joining once again. Today's GFUEL, we're going to be going into the depths of hell on this one. So be prepared and be ready to rip and tear some demons with this one, as today's flavor is going to be Sour Demon Ade from the Doom series, specifically Doom Eternal for this flavor. So here it is. And the tub in the corner, as always. I really do love the tub design on this one. It shows Doomslayer in that like one format of the cover art for the game. It's really cool. I really do enjoy the tub art for Sour Demon Ade. And fun fact about this one, there's two different versions of this flavor. There's of course the one that I have here today, which is basically the regular version, is Sour Demon Ade. And the other one is the Spicy Demon Ade, which is basically a spicy version of the regular Sour Demon Ade. So I don't have the spicy one, but I do have the regular one. I am kind of interested in how the spicy one would be. I really do think that anything that has like anything spicy related into it, like a little bit of heat on juice flavors, makes me like, will it be good or not? That's why usually I'm on the fence about those. I'm picking up those flavors because I'm just like, I don't think it's gonna be that good, or just like it's such an oddball of a flavor. But I don't know, maybe it could be good. But as of now, we got ourselves Sour Demon Ade. So let's get right into it. Sour Demon Ade's flavor profiling is not going to be surprising here based on the name. I mean, it is Demon Ade, basically lemonade. So it's a sour lemonade flavor. And basically this flavor did come out of 2021, I believe in May. And it has gotten a lot of re-releases during its time. So yeah, so let's get into the sniff test in the powder of Sour Demon Ade, which basically we're going to be sniffing sour lemonade. So here we go. Okay, it's a very strong, like, of course, lemonade smell, but it kind of reminds me of like candy, like almost like those warheads, like the lemon one specifically. It smells exactly like that. Yeah, that's basically what I'm getting out of here. It's basically just, of course, a strong punch of like a lemonade smell, but kind of like a candy-ish, you know, type of way. Like I said, it's like a warhead, like kind of lemonish smell. So yeah, I mean, I'm not complaining so far on the smell on this one. I mean, it's your classic lemonade smell, kind of candy-ish. So let's pour into our shaker cup next. Alrighty guys, got the shaker cup ready to go, filled up with water. Let's pour it in. I'm guessing the color of this might be even yellow. Let's be honest here, it's gotta be. I'd be surprised if it's anything different, so let's pour it in. This is I wonder how sour it's gonna be. That's my only concern. Because usually the only one that I really hate that was really like that's related to sour was of course sour blue chug rug. That's possibly one of the worst flavors ever. Not worse, of course there's worse ones. Strawberry slushy, of course, and what's the other ones? Sonic chili dog flavor. That one's probably the worst one of the bunch, but of course it was a troll flavor. But yeah, let's shake this up for 6 seconds or so and we'll be right back. Oh hey Max, and Max is here to greet me. Alrighty guys, got this up, shaken up for 6 seconds or so, and already, by the looks of it, it looks like a very bright yellow color. I don't think I've ever seen this before in a GFUEL flavor for the first time ever, but in the shake cup looks like this. But as always, got our clear cup just to show you guys. So here it is. Yeah, to me it looks like a yellowish kind of color. Hopefully you guys can see it. Hopefully I am showing it right in there. But yeah, it looks like a yellow color to me. So that is going to be Sour Demon Ade's color. No surprise there, let's be honest. But it's the first time I've ever seen kind of like a bright yellowish color on GFUEL. So, alright, let's give it the sniff test on Sour Demon Ade. Let's see if there's any difference between the powder and in the shaker cup. So here we go. Okay, there's not really that much of a difference. I mean, you could still smell the lemonade. This one just smells like more like a fresher lemonade. Instead of like that candy-ish like in the powder. Yeah, so this one just has more of that like kind of like that smell like the freshly squeezed ones. Let's be honest here, if I had to be in my opinion. But yeah, this one smells like more fresher than that one that just has more of a candy smell. But as always, the main event is going to be the taste. So here we go. This is going to be Sour Demon Ade from the Doom series, aka mainly from Doom Eternal. So here we go. Cheers, everyone. Oh my god, that's actually pretty sour. Alright, so yeah, it's a very strong lemonade taste. Okay, so right away, there's no surprise here. You get a very strong lemonade taste. Pretty refreshing start. I gotta say, I did feel refreshed on the first sip. And then right away, over time, it really hits the sourness. Like, the sourness is no joke here, I'll be honest, because you did see me on camera. I did hit a face like, wow, it really did hit me. Again, the last time that I'd probably say some like sour flavors would get me, again, sour blue chugger was probably the most sourest for me, and I didn't enjoy it as much. This one I can get away with, you know, this is lemonade. And I to me it fits well instead of like the blue raspberry sourness. I didn't really like that as much. But yeah, this one does hit with the sourness. Of course, over time when you keep drinking this, I do feel like that the sourness does go away. Just like, of course, just very little. Because of the first time you're gonna get hit with it, and just like almost like any other like sour candy, like over time it's just gonna be like more like sweet lemonade. So I'm just gonna guess that over time when you keep drinking this, the sourness is gonna go high and then just a little bit lower. Or if you just don't keep drinking it. But yeah, the first couple of sips were pretty like soury in some ways, and then over time just all right in the middle, just middle. But right now, actually, I do enjoy it for a lemonade flavor, including the sourness. I do enjoy it. So let's see where this will be placed on the tier list. This should be an interesting one to say at least. All right, guys, after looking at the tier list, I have placed Sour Demon Ade surprisingly in the B tier category. I don't think this is nowhere in the C tier category for me. I don't think this is anywhere in the mid-level sections. I do think it's around the B tier section, nowhere in the A tier sections. I don't think it would be anything higher than A, but it's around in the B middle section. I think that's where it belongs in some ways to me, because this flavor, it's of course it's a classic like sour lemonade flavor, but to me I enjoyed it. And again, it's like where it's at a point where it's like it gets really sour in the beginning, and then over time it just starts getting a little like, you know, little sweet here and there, just your classic lemonade with a little bit of hints of like sourness. But that first sip is gonna hit you real hard with that sourness. And then over time, it just, I don't know why, it just fits really well for me in some ways. And of course, I like lemonade flavors in general, so I just really think it fits in the B tier category. Of course, there's better flavors, like I said, Black Ice, Tetris Blast, White Elephant. There's other flavors that definitely will beat this one, but if it had to be like the ones behind it, like Gummy Shark, Carnival Craze, all those flavors, I think I'd rather have Sour Demon Ade than those flavors. But of course, there's gonna be other ones that definitely top off Sour Demon Ade. Again, it's a classic flavor with such a sour lemony taste, and has that like kind of candy-ish taste too, if you really think about it, like those sour warheads. So that's why I really put this in the B tier category. So let's give it its final conclusions, pros and cons, and give it its final point system ranking. Alright guys, let's give it its final pros and cons, conclusions, final taste test, etc. Point system. You know the whole thing. So here we go. Final taste test of Sour Demon Ade. Basically sour lemonade. So here we go. Once again, cheers once again. Okay, so basically you just get, like I said before, you get a very strong lemonade taste. The only difference I would say now that I'm having it now, it's not as sour as before the first time. So that's one thing that's kind of cool about it, is that really it does get sour in the beginning, and then of course it doesn't get as sour as much when you get to the bottom down of things. So that's basically it on Sour Demon Ade. It's basically just a strong sour lemonade beginning, and then over time just your normal lemonade with a little bit sour hints in there. It kind of reminds you of those like candies, warheads, lemon flavors to be specific. So that's basically what Sour Demon Ade is all about, is that. So let's give it its pros on this one. I think the pros on this, like I said before, the pros is going to be how the sour is being dealt here with the lemonade. I think that is a really like good thing that happens with this flavor, because most of the time when you drink sour drinks, sometimes you do want that like that sourness, that tart, tanginess to it, you know. But if you keep drinking and drinking, it still has that like too much sour. There's some ways you're gonna be like, I can't finish this because it's like it's very sour. But with this one gives you the treat of like, hey, you're gonna have that sourness in the beginning, and then over time it's very like mildish, middle-ish around there. So that's what it's so good about this flavor. So that's gonna be a pro on that one. The lemonade's pretty good on this one too, so that's another pro on this one. And I can't really say anything about cons. I don't think I got anything to say bad things about this flavor. Like I said, again, has a pro of like kind of like candy-ish taste. I mean, yeah, there's really nothing I'd say that is bad about this flavor. It's just those three that are just the pros that just makes it so good about this flavor. So let's give it its final. Oh, before I say anything, thank you, Jeff, for writing those notes. Always gotta say that before we end the pros and cons section. So yeah, thank you, Jeff, for writing those down. So honestly, since it's in the B tier section, around the middle, right behind Black Eyes, Tetris Blast, and White Elephant, I gotta say, I think Sour Demon Ade is gonna be getting an 8.4 out of 10. I think this is a very fair ranking in some points because, again, it's not really too much of a crazy flavor that it's going to be so high up. Again, it's a pretty good flavor where it deserves the B tier section in some ways if I'm explaining it right. So yeah, it's a simple 8.4 out of 10. I really do think that some people are going to enjoy this one. I think this is a good pickup if they, again, re-release it or anything like that. I don't think it's out right now, but it's a pretty good lemonade flavor, has that candy-ish taste, and the sourness level is actually pretty, like, even in some ways, having it very strong and then going down in the middle. I already said that before, but yeah. To me, I would honestly, if I had the choice, I'd probably say I'd honestly pick it up. It's a pretty refreshing drink with that like sourness kick into it. So yeah, I really enjoyed this flavor, surprisingly. I'm honestly really interested in what the spicy version could have been. Maybe it could have been different, maybe it could have been worse. I don't know. I'm very biased to those like kind of drinks that has that like spicy like taste to it to make it unique. But honestly, if it's like this with a little bit of like weird spiciness, I maybe could have gotten away with it. It might have been a little bit more down, because again, this one I'd probably prefer over the spicy Demon Ade. But yeah, that's really about it for Doom's Eternal's flavor spicy sour Demon Ade. I don't even know if they even re-released it for the Dark Ages. I'm surprised they didn't even come out with the Dark Ages. I might be wrong, honestly, because I do think they did come out with something Doom related. I might be wrong. We'll put it in the editing on there. But yeah, I'm very surprised that Doom Dark Ages didn't get anything last time that I remember. So that's really about it, guys. Shout out to Game Night as usual for hooking us up with these flavors. I wouldn't have done it without them. So make sure you guys check out GameNight.gg and shop $1.99 GFUEL samples and use my promo code TECH to get 25% off your order, because all orders $25 and over gets free shipping. I'm telling you guys, you're going to be missing out on this, because if you guys want to try out Sour Demon Ade or any other flavors, Game Night is the place to be. And one last shout out to for all the decor that I have, specifically Art the Clown that came from Come to America, the Lambda, the Godfather, the Scream thing, the Ghost, everything I have, all these are 3D printed. I'd like to shout out to Schlocker Knot. Thank you for giving this all these 3D printers. They're very amazing. So make sure you guys go check them out on Instagram, Schlocker Knot, and on Spotify on their podcast. So shout out to Schlocker Knot. So yeah. That's all I gotta say. Thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, subscribe on your thoughts on this flavor. Do you like it? Do you think it's great? Do you think the sourness is good on this one, or you hate it? I'd love to hear your opinions on this one, guys. So yeah, Tech out.